Gunman being sought for shooting at police in Makok's Spanish Town. Police operatives in St. Catherine are searching for a man who fired on cops who tried to apprehend him in Makok's Spanish Town early yesterday morning. Reports were that about 1:30, a police team was on patrol in a service vehicle along the Makok's main road when a man riding a bicycle was observed. On seeing the police, the man reportedly made a sudden U-turn and sped through an area called Big Lane. The cops disembarked from the vehicle and pursued the man on foot. He reportedly pulled a handgun and opened fire, hitting the ballistic vest of one of the cops. The police returned fire. The man managed to elude the police by running into an area where a party was in session. The police searched the area and found a Glock pistol fitted with a magazine containing 11 rounds of 9mm cartridges. The man's bicycle was also seized by the police. The Independent Commission of Investigation has since launched a probe into the matter. Court to decide on participation of overseas witnesses in Donaldson murder trial. Justice Leighton Pusey is expected to rule next week Thursday on whether 3 witnesses will be allowed to testify from overseas in the Donnelly Donaldson murder trial. The special measures application, which the prosecution sought ahead of the pending trial, started on Tuesday and was adjourned for continuation on Monday in the Home Circuit Court. Constable Noel Maitland is accused of murdering Donaldson, a 24-year-old social media personality, in July 2022. She was last seen after visiting Maitland's apartment at Chelsea Manor in St. Andrew. He is charged with murder and with preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. Maitland, who has been in custody since July 27, 2022, was further remanded. The trial was initially scheduled to begin on Monday, but it's now delayed pending the outcome of the special measures application. Lead prosecutor Claudia Thompson told the court that the Crown wanted to have the application heard first, as the outcome would determine whether the trial proceeds. She also emphasized that the case is based entirely on circumstantial evidence, making each witness' testimony vital. Prosecutions allege that Donaldson went missing on July 13, 2022, after reportedly last being seen 2 days earlier at Maitland's residence. Bloodstains matched Donaldson's DNA were allegedly found on a pair of sneakers and curtains within the apartment. The court also heard claims that Maitland removed a blood-soaked sofa and took it to a car wash on July 13, 2022, saying it was stained due to cousin's injury. A car wash worker allegedly remarked, "A whole heap of blood coming out of this right now. Jesus, this man must dead. Him bleed out. And it coming like, then kill somebody in this." It is further alleged that Maitland hired a truck driver to transport the sofa and asked his landlord to delete CCTV footage from the property. Additionally, cell site data reportedly placed both Maitland and Donaldson's phone in the area on July 12. Pusey has also issued a strong warning regarding public commentary and demonstrations surrounding the case. On Monday, he cautioned that statements made outside of the court or in online vlogs, especially by non-traditional media, could improperly influence jurors and may lead to contempt of court or even a mistrial. Members of the traditional press understand their restriction. Where a matter is a jury matter, the court is very careful about accent statements which may be done, speaking about potential evidence and also things that may lead to trying to influence the jurors. So therefore, if there are any groups of persons with any particular influence, they need to understand very carefully that their court's position is that sort of thing is not to be done. The comments that you make are not going to be allowed at any stage, he noted. Maitland is represented by attorneys Christopher Thousand, Chadwick Berry, Sanjay Simit, and Kason Kennedy Sherman. UTech student taxi operator freed of gun charges. A University of Technology UTech student and a taxi operator implicated in the discovery of a M16 rifle in Papine, St. Andrew, has been freed of charges in the gun court. Giovanni Thomas, 24, and Dwayne Tate, 40, walked free on Friday, May 2nd, after the presiding judge upheld a no-case submission made by their attorneys. The men were charged with illegal possession of firearm, trafficking in firearms, and illegal possession of ammunition. The charges stem from an incident on October 17, 2023, when members of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime (PP) branch CTOC intercepted a vehicle with 4 men aboard. A loaded M16 rifle containing 30 rounds was reportedly found concealed in a feeding bag in the vehicle. Both defendants denied knowledge of the weapon and ammunition. The prosecution-led evidence during the trial alleged that Tate and another man were transporting high-powered rifles from Linstead to Papine to deliver Thomas and a male associate. However, during the trial, it emerged that there were no fingerprints, DNA, or witness evidence linking either Thomas or Tate to the weapon. Thomas, a student at the time of the incident, was represented by attorney at law Kemma Robinson and Teresa Grant, while Tate, a taxi driver, was represented by attorney Abina Morris. The defense attorneys argued that the Crown failed to establish a perfect case as there was no evidence showing their client had knowledge of or control over the firearm. In siding with the defense, the judge ruled that mere presence in the vehicle did not constitute possession or involvement in alleged trafficking of the weapon. The no-case submission was upheld, and both accused were acquitted of the charges. Claremont High School wins National Tourism Debate Championship. Emotions run high and spirits soared as Claremont High School from Linstead St. Catherine emerged as the champions of the 2024-2025 National Tourism Debate Championship. The competition, which featured at 16 schools knockout format, begins annually in October and culminates into April. This year's final saw Claremont defeat the defending champions Knox College in a close contested debate, scoring 1,014 points to Knox 967. In 2022, Claremont placed third, taking home the bronze medal, but under the leadership of their coach Dale Dillon Bennett, the team returned stronger than ever. It has been 6 years and we're truly overjoyed, Bennett noted. The final motion debate was, Caribbean tourism is sufficiently resilient to survive the tariff regime imposed by the U.S. Kadalee McLean of Claremont, who joined the debate team in 2022 at just 13 years old, was named Best Speaker of the competition. Chief Judge Aldane Reid, representing the Jamaica Hotel and Tourism Association, noted, the margin was slim and both teams did exceptionally well. The event was hosted at PBCJ Studios and broadcast island-wide, a move Executive Director Michelle Tolo described as strategic. Our move to PBCJ is to provide national broadcast to the entire island because we believe there is much more to learn from the information that is researched by these magnificent students. We're all proud, and so are our sponsors, Tolo noted. Now it's 15 years the National Tourism Debate was founded and continues to be spearheaded by Tolo. Judging the finals alongside Reid were Yannick Salesman of Tourism Bourse Online and Gabriel Watt representing the Jamaica Observer, who together faced the tough task of selecting a winner in the competition that highlighted critical thinking, research skills, and passionate advocacy. The competition was sponsored by Royalton Resort and the JHTA. Cabinet approves expansion of Jamaica Eye Surveillance Network. Cabinet has approved the Ministry of National Security's Strategic Master Plan to expand the Jamaica Eye Surveillance Network. Portfolio Minister Horace Chan made the disclosure as he opened the 2025-2026 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The plan will roll out an additional 2,500 cameras island-wide over a 3-year period. These cameras will all have the qualities required. We have taken the time to study where they should be located, and they cannot be allowed to invade anyone's privacy, but they also have to be at a location where we can catch what we want to catch, Dr. Chang noted. They will have license recognition capacity, and they will have facial recognition capacity. Therefore, you can place them at a strategic location that not only monitors what is happening, but you will also find the vehicles that are breaking the law, he added. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is making strides towards full digitalization. To support this, the ministry will hand over an additional 1,000 ROG handheld ticket devices and 1,500 mobile printers in the coming weeks. Chang said this will bring the total to more than 6,000 devices, enabling a complete shift to digital ticketing and smarter, more consistent traffic enforcement. The government is also expanding its forensics capability. The National Security Minister informed that the soon-to-be open state-of-the-art forensics pathologist autopsy suite will further enhance intelligence and evidence gathering through science and technology. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.